Hi guys, it's Angie Bells, My Fairy Treasures. Okay, let me make sure I'm in frame here. This is the main one I want to show you guys anyway. In fact, let me turn this around this way so you guys can see what we're going to work on today. Also, I want to wait just a minute. I don't get anyone on here live. I just was live and I didn't want to be live yet. So I haven't erased that one, so you guys will hear me talking. Mumbo jumbo, some crap. Anyway. All right, let me see here. Let me check my iPad. This is the one we're going to do today, Flower Girl. Just a second. I'm seeing if myself has come up yet. Okay, there we go. I came up here. And let's see. I came up here. And let's see. I came up here. Turn the sound down. Mute. And hopefully we have some others joining us in a second. But I will get started. This is Flower Girl. And I did hand painted flowers in her hair. But for this one, I'm not going to do hand painted flowers because, okay, hand painted flowers are fun and they're easy, but they're actually a hassle when you have to make them this small to fit on her head. Now, I did some other hand painted flowers. I'll show you. I had really never done hand painted flowers before, but I was watching, oh, I can't think of her name, of course. Hopefully it enters my mind. And I thought I want to experiment with some hand painted flowers. So I painted these. Aren't those, I think those came out pretty. It almost looks like almost looks like cotton branches. It reminds me of. But anyway, so I hand painted these. Now, when you hand paint these, it's easier because you can use like your middle finger or you can use your index finger, which you have more control with these fingers. I had to use my pinky for these flowers. So that was like a hassle because I don't have as much control of my pinky. So what I am going to do is, these flowers remind me of, I still do it, but I used to do it a lot. Donna Dewberry, she has one stroke painting. You guys, you can do any flower and they're gorgeous. Roses, lilies, calla lilies, whatever. And so I'm going to be using Donna Dewberry's technique to do the flowers. There'll be something similar to this, but not these same exact flowers. I did this really, I think, really pretty magical looking background. I'll show you how I did that. It's a super layered process of how I did that. And I will share that with you. There is something I want to see if I have here. Just a second, please. I kind of have myself over here in layers of steps of how I'm going to do this, how I have my stuff layered up. Yeah, I think I got to grab, just a second, you guys, I got to grab some stuff we're going to use to layer. Where is it? Here it is. I bought something really cool from Daiso. Isn't this neat? It's a whole roll of it. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that fabulous? So you can see the design's a little bit better. Anyway, they say it's like wrapping paper, but it's more like it's almost like a what is that called? A dryer sheet. That's the kind you can tear it. It's like a dryer sheet. So anyway, it goes with mix. I think I can use that in my mixed media. So we're gonna lay some of this in my mixed media. Okay, you can just rip it or you can cut it. I'm gonna cut some real quick. And then we'll see which piece we use or pieces we use. But it looks so Parisian, Paris. I love it. Very, very pretty. Okay. So anyway, I got this at, like I said, I got this at Daiso. And of course, I only paid $1.50. So that's just like fabulous. Okay. Let me throw that over to the side. That's what I was looking for. I didn't know if I had some of that. Oh, I see. I did have some of that out. That's what this is. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with, we're not going to start with the lady or the hair. We got to first start with the background. So I'm going to start layering the background, doing all the background collage work. And then how we end up with the pretty colors, I use, what do I use? These. Jane Davenport's palette pastels. You guys, these are fabulous. I talk about them all the time. They're $14 with a coupon, about $7. Sometimes they're 50% off, so you can definitely get them for $7. If it's 40% off, you can get them for like $8, I think. So they're well worth it. They last forever. I use these. I love these. I use them for everything. I use them to color up my my girls. I use them for backgrounds. I use them on everything. They're fabulous. Okay, so let me turn this around. Move some stuff out of the way. All right. I don't have any people on. Wait. It says I have 4 people on. What? Okay, you guys. If you guys are on here, just a second, because welcome to live chat. It's showing 4 people on, but I don't see any comments. Maybe there's 4 people watching and they're just not commenting, so maybe that's what that means. Okay. We will begin. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the page. And we're going to do a double page spread. And actually, the flowers I was talking about, like doing pretty roses like that, we're going to do a whole page of roses over here. Hand painted roses with that technique. So, and what I like to do is I like to glue 2 pages together or 3 pages, depending on how thick the paper is, so that you can get a nice substantial surface to work on. So I usually have a piece of wax paper, but it's up there, so we'll just use a piece of magazine to separate our pages. So if you don't have some wax paper around, you have a magazine, use a magazine page, just so we can separate ourselves from the other pages. Okay, so I'm going to quickly take my homemade Mod Podge, and we're going to glue these 2 pages together, and then we'll get started doing our layered process of the background. And it's a very layered background. There's a lot of layers, so it's fun. And I don't know if you guys have been watching my, oh, hey Linda, how are you doing? You're so sweet, saying I love watching you work. You're so sweet. Linda, I'm going to show you what we're going to be working on here in just a second. I'm just gluing 2 pages. This is my altered book. And I love to just take old books and alter them. This is actually a sketchbook that I'm altering. But I got to glue 2 pages together so I have a nice hardy surface to work from. So let me just do that. And then, Linda, I'll show you what we're going for. Let me glue those together. And I got my handy baby wipes, because you always need those to wipe your hands and or for techniques. So let me just wipe the glue off, the excess off of here. There we go. Make sure we got this all down good. Okay, so let me turn this around, Linda, and I'll show you what we are doing. Move that out of the way. Am I in frame? Yeah. So we're going to do her today. So this is Flower Girl. This is really layered mixed media background. These are finger painted flowers, which I'm not going to do on this girl. I'm going to do Donna Dewberry style roses, because these were a pain to do because I had to do them with my pinky. When I can do them big, and I can use my middle finger, or I can use my index finger, I like to do these flowers, but not with my pinky. So when I do these on this next girl, I'm going to do Donna Dewberry. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but I'm going to do her style of roses. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let me turn her back around. Okay, let me get myself in frame here. Let me bring this up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's begin. Yeah, Linda, I guess there's like 5 people watching us, but you're the only one chatting with me, which is just fine. I guess you can watch without chatting, so. And not show up, you know, actually like your name. Anyway, not everybody wants to chat, and I understand that. All right. So I'm going to lay down this piece here, this music note. I always, whenever I go to thrift stores, I always go over to their book section, and I always look for music note paper. So now I have a really nice selection of music note paper. And if you can't find any music note paper at a thrift store, go to the bulk section at Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, and they always have music note paper there in the scrapbook section in the bulk, and pick it up there. And I think their version is just as good. I'm just going to go ahead and lay my my homemade Mod Podge over the whole page right now. That'll help me. Okay, here's a book page. I'm going to stick that down. And I need to, there we go. I need to put some Mod Podge. This is probably this is probably the thing I like the most, is just layering and collage bits together. I think it's really relaxing. It's like the same repetitive thing over and over, and you don't have to put too much thought into it. Like, there's no right or wrong answer. Well, there really never is any right or wrong answer with mixed media, but you know what I mean. A lot of times you're thinking a lot about what colors to choose, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is a napkin that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I love it. You're so sweet. Thank you, Linda. Okay. I'm just splitting up this napkin. This is how I split the napkin up, is I just take my brush with a little bit of water and just go like that. And that, that'll help you just take out the exact part you want. So, let's just lay that right there. We're going to layer some more beautiful napkins in a little bit. Real pretty napkins. That'll be the last layer that we do. But this is more like, you know, the papers I'm using. So that's why I went ahead and used it. In fact, you know what? Let's layer some more in here. We'll lay that right there. See, this is what I mean. I don't have to think. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. We're good. Okay. And then, this was before anybody was on. Who else is on now? Hey, Lisa Halls. How are you? Girl, I have been watching you for a long time with your haul videos, and I absolutely love them. You have a sweet little grandson. Your husband's very nice also. I love watching your channel, so I'm glad to see you here. Okay. I want to show you guys something. Before you came on, this I got at, it's a roll. I got this at, where'd I get this? Daiso, $1.50. And what it is, it's like the texture of dryer sheets, okay? And they say it's wrapping paper, but I looked at it, I thought, oh, this will go good in my mixed media. So I tore off some, and this is what it looks like. Looks very like Parisian, or like it's from France. Anyway, I thought this would be perfect in my mixed media, so that's what we're going to lay down here. So when you go to Daiso, if you have a Daiso in your area, pick it up. I live in Las Vegas, so I don't have a Daiso in my area, but every time I go to California, I live in Las Vegas, so, you know, I get to go pretty often to California because it's not far, you know. I try to always stop, not try, I always stop by a Daiso. Whatever the Daiso is in that area, I stop and stock up. Okay. I go crazy at Daiso. Well, I go crazy because I don't live there, so it's not like I can go back. So, you know, I mean, I'm embarrassed to say I'll probably spend a good $75 when I go. Which is horrible. Buying a bunch of stuff I don't need, but it's not like like I said, I can't go back next week or the week after because I don't live there. I always say I wish they would get a Daiso here in Vegas, but no, I don't. I am already a mess as it is with the Dollar Tree and Michael's and Joann's. I don't need to have a Daiso. All right. This is another napkin that I got at Daiso, which I thought were cool. They look like this. Aren't those cool? I thought they'd be good in my backgrounds. I mean, it's kind of a problem. Whenever I go anywhere, I think, oh, that'll be good in my background. So I'm always buying stuff for my mixed media because everything works. I'm a mess. Oh, just a second. Okay, I'll read chat here in just a second. Let me get this to lay down. Oh, that napkin was a little thicker. I wonder if it had something on. No, it's just a thicker napkin. I was thinking, did I take off, you know how there's layers on the napkins? I'm like, did I take off all the layers? I did. It's just a thick napkin. It doesn't want to, there we go, lay down. All right, I'm yelling at my napkin. Yeah, Linda, you guys don't have it. You guys don't have it either. Lisa, do you have it where you're at? Do you have a Daiso? I think they're only in California, I think, and now I watched one girl, I forgot her name, they have one in New York. There was this, she showed it. There was a huge line, it went through, it's in a mall, one of their malls, and she showed it, it was a huge line, people waiting, like around the corner, it was like crazy. All right, here's something different. This is really cool looking. This is some Tim Holtz paper. So I always say use your scrapbook paper too. So this is Tim Holtz right here, and he has fabulous stuff. So I'm always using his stuff in my mixed media. It's a good way to start using up some of your paper because I have, like everyone else, I have an obsession with scrapbook paper. I don't make enough junk journals. I used to make more junk journals than I do now. Now I just do a lot of mixed media. But even when I made junk journals, I still bought way more paper than I could make junk journals. So I'm happy to use it in my mixed media. Using my stuff. Okay. What else am I going to use? Oh, this is cool. This was little bags from Daiso. Look how cool that is. Isn't that cool? Love it. So I bought a bunch of these little bags. For one, if I have some Happy Mail that I want to send out, I can send out goodies in it. But then also, I can tear it up for my mixed media. So this was a cool find, kind of like a double reason for me to buy it. If that makes sense, double reason. Okay. Real good with the words there, Angela. Okay. All right, I think that's our first layer, and I think that's gonna do it. Let me just see if I have anything else over here I want to add on at this point. Yeah, I do. This is a Tim Holtz watch faces, which I think are flippin' fabulous. We're going to put one of these on here. Where do we want to put him? We'll put up here. Now I know it's crazy because you're like, oh my God, you're just gluing stuff on top of stuff. But what happens is, I think it's the magic when things peekaboo, like a little bit of this peekaboos through this and through that. And when you see the layers, and you'll see the layers coming through. And I think that the more layers, the more that you give the piece like a soul, which I know sounds weird, but it gives it some soul, it gives it some oomph. If that word sounds better for you. Okay, so I have another one of these to put away to the side. All right, so we're done with that layer. That was all of that layer I'm gonna do. Let me put all that to the side. Next, we're gonna go to, now we're gonna go to, I'm gonna go to scrapbook paper. See, this is all the stuff I just got done using. I'm gonna put that on my bottom of my pile. If you guys could see my pile of stuff, you would laugh. Okay, so now I'm gonna do scrapbook paper. Okay, that goes under here. Just a second, I'm organizing myself. All right. So next I'm gonna layer on some scrapbook paper. So here we go. And I'm gonna still leave areas where there's stuff peekabooing through. So everything won't be covered with scrapbook paper. I love this. I think this is pretty. It's like a fence with roses on it. I love it. We'll put that right there. I love it because everything's pretty gooey, so I can just lay it down and then shellac some Mod Podge on top. Love it. Okay. I love this. Isn't that pretty? This came on a roll. It's on the same aisle at Hobby Lobby. Last year, Hobby Lobby, and this year too, they have that 75% off in their craft section, all over the whole store, really. And this came on a roll for like $1.25. I'm telling you what, I could not stop buying the rolls of paper. I bought like, I don't know. I was crazed. I mean, normally they're like $7 for a roll. I'll show you guys the roll. I'll show you a couple of the different rolls. I mean, I have so much. I mean, I'll never run out like it's crazy. Okay. I'm actually going to show you some rolls of not the one I just used, but different ones because I couldn't find that one right now. But look at this is how they came. See, oh, they were $1.50. See, there's the price right there. And they're regularly, I got the prices kind of wrong. I was kind of close. $1.50, they're regularly $5.99. Anyway, these are the rolls of paper. And look how thick that is. That's crazy. That's a lot of paper. Okay. This is the other one. And I got tons more of different patterns. But $1.50 when they're normally like $6, that's crazy. And then we're going to add these butterflies on. Look at this roll of butterflies. Crazy. Last year was better. I mean, they still have it this year. The 75% off. And basically, you know, aisle by aisle, department by department, they clearance it out. And in my store, they've already clearanced out the craft section. And I took well advantage of it. But it wasn't as big as last year. So... still good though. I still found some good stuff. It just wasn't as crazy as last year, which saved me money, so it was probably a good idea. It's probably a good thing. This is some pretty scrapbook paper here. I like this color. I know, you guys, I kind of need to get away from these colors. Like, I do everything with these kind of colors. I just love them. But you know what? I do also like steampunky type of colors, so sometimes I do that. Like this page over here. See? That's completely different colors. Which I'm going to do a page like this. This is that rabbit from, what is this? This is this rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. And if you just joined me, this is what we're going for right here. This is Flower Girl. So we're gonna, I'm doing the background. Then I'm gonna draw her out in another video, and then color her up, and also hand paint the flowers. So. Yes, Linda, when you come to, your first stop should be to Hobby Lobby. Okay. You come to Vegas, you don't even say, I can't wait to gamble. You're like, I can't wait to shop. That's how I am. Whenever I go to different towns, I always visit that town's Hobby Lobby, if they have a Hobby Lobby, if they have a Michaels, if they have a Daiso. I'm excited to see what they have. Because, you know, everybody's stores are different in different states, too. So, just in your own state, this Hobby Lobby can have some stuff at one store and other things at another store, so. Oh, and I always have to visit all the Dollar Trees wherever I go. What I usually try to do is, like, we always drive. So between Vegas and California, there's always a lot of Dollar Trees. So I used to stop at 4 or 5 Dollar Trees. I know that I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Okay, here's those butterflies. But, you know, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm making myself happy. And that's a good thing. And I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just shopping for craft supplies. Well, at Dollar Tree, I'm shopping for a little everything, but anyway. You are the Dollar Tree queen. Hey, little Rhonda. How are you? So good to see you. I know you just popped on, so I just want to show you what we're working on. I'm going to turn the page. I got to be careful because this is all glued up. We're doing this girl here. This is the girl. This is the girl we're going to do here. I'm calling her Flower Girl. And I'm doing the background right now. Eventually we'll get to, I'll draw her out because I drew her. And then I'll color her in. I'll do this all in on video. And then these are hand-painted flowers. But I'm going to do Donna Dewberry style of roses, which is like one-stroke painting, which I love. Because these were kind of a hassle because I had to use my pinky. I like to do hand-painted flowers when I can use like my index or middle finger. But not my pinky. It was like not fun. So this is what we're going for. Just letting you know what we're going for. Oh, you're so sweet, Connie. Thank you. Thank you. And Connie, I hope you just saw what we're going for right now. This is the girl here. We're doing this girl here. But the girl, we're not doing her yet. We're doing the background right now. And then in another video, I will have her drawn out. We'll color her up, and then we'll do the flowers. Okay. I kind of like cheating like that and like do it first and make sure that it works and then show it on a video. I know I should just fly by the seat of my pants, but I don't know. That kind of stuff, that stresses me out because I don't know like if it's going to work out. This way I kind of know where I'm going. I feel, this is what I feel like. I feel like I'm wasting people's time if I'm doing something and then it turns out like crap. I'm like, okay, well, I just wasted their time and... Anyway. I mean, it can still turn out like crap, but at least I have a goal to get there. So I'm just continuing to paste down these butterflies, which I'm absolutely in love with. Love your girls and the flower realistic green on. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, if you want to learn how to paint flowers, really easily, go, okay, Donna Dewberry, which I didn't know Donna, it's Donna Dewberry. I didn't know she was online. I have all of her, look, I have her brushes. Okay, these are Donna Dewberry brushes. Look, you guys, they're mermaid ones. I just recently got these. I just recently bought these ones, but I have tons of Donna Dewberry brushes because I've always done her techniques with flowers. And I bought tons of her books from like 10 years, like, I don't know, 15 years ago. But she's on YouTube, you guys, so you can totally just learn on YouTube how to do her flowers. And she doesn't just do flowers. She does hummingbirds. She has such good techniques, and it's all called One Stroke. It is so cool. See, these are my old brushes of Donna Dewberry. And I think it's important to get her brushes because it loads the paint right. And anyway, so when I buy the brushes, I buy them at HSN, Home Shopping Network, and you get a good deal, like maybe $15 for like 7 or 8 brushes. So it's a good deal. And then you can just watch YouTube, look her name up, Donna Dewberry, and you can learn how to do her flowers. I love her flowers and everything else she does with them. All right, I'm going to keep attaching these butterflies. Okay. All right, do I want to put any more butterflies, or is that it? All right, I got a couple more butterflies. These little butterflies can go anywhere. I almost just started doing this and I didn't even come online, but I wasn't going to go live, but I'm glad I went live. Let me just read some comments real quick. Yeah, Linda, you like Donna Dewberry's techniques? Yeah, it makes it so easy. It just breaks it down. It's quick and easy, but it's so effective, and they're so pretty. Yeah, Rhonda, for sure. Go check her out. You will love. Oh my God, her techniques are the bomb. She's been around forever. I used to watch her on QVC. God, like 15 or 20 years ago. That's how long ago I think it is. I am old. Anyway, I used to watch her like 15 to 20 years ago on QVC. So I've been painting her flowers for a long time. The door of my craft room is all roses and vines. So the door to my craft room is all roses and vines. And then I have my closet door is also the same. All those same roses with vines. And I learned it from her, so. How's your kitchen coming out? You're almost done. Yeah, Rhonda. Yeah, my kitchen is almost done. Right now I decided to do some mixed media because my kitchen's drying right now. For those of you guys don't know, I'm distressing my cabinets, but like in a really cool distress mixed media way. So, and I'm almost done. And then when I am done, let me make sure this is glued down. When I am done, I'm going to take a bunch of snapshots and then make it into a video. Ooh, there's something beeping in my house, and I hope that my husband turns that off. I don't know what it is, but it's something beeping. It's weird. Hopefully he's hearing it. Okay, so we just did scrapbook paper. So that was the layer that we did here. See, so I have all this scrapbook paper. I'm stacking up because I'm going to put that under. What I do is I kind of stack it I stack everything up in the order of how I'm going to do it. So now this is going to go to the bottom of my pile. Okay, so this is all going to the bottom of my pile. Even though you can't really see it, sorry. All right, so the next layer is going to be napkins. So for those of you guys who weren't here, I began with scrapbook paper. I began with book pages, music note pages, Tim Holtz little clock. This is scrapbook paper, but it's script. So that's why I use that. So each layer gets more detailed. Okay, so it's that kind of stuff is what I started with. And then you guys just saw the second layer, which was scrapbook paper. So my third layer is going to be napkins. Okay, let me find what I want to use. Let me find it. Oh, you guys, look at this napkin. Olivia Hernandez, she gave me these napkins. I want to do a page, and I want this to be the focal point. Is that gorgeous or what? But before I use this beautiful napkin, I'm going to make a copy of it. She said she got these beautiful napkins here in Vegas at a hotel. I'll have to text her and find out which hotel. And there's like a, I think they sell desserts in this one little, I don't know, one little place, little bakery. Yeah, a little bakery in Vegas in one of the hotels. I'm trying to think if it was the Paris. I'll have to ask her again because I want to go pick up these napkins. She gave me a couple different ones. Anyway, I want this to be the focal point of one of my pages. I got to do that pretty soon. Okay. So many ideas. Too little time. That is my problem. I have this little Paris piece. I'm going to throw that somewhere. I love that. It just says Paris on it. I'm going to lay that down right later. Yes, is some stuff going to be covered up? Yep. But it's all about the depth. It's all about the peekaboo through. You see a little bit of this. You see a little bit of that. That's where I think the magic comes in. The soul of the piece. Okay. Oh, good. You guys can see over here. What I like to do is I like to take my paintbrush, wet it, and then trace around what I want to use in the napkin. And then that way I'm able to just use that piece and I don't rip what I want to, the picture that I want, I don't end up ripping it. So it's a nice controlled tear. It's kind of like creating yourself perforated edges. If you've never done that before. Some people I'm sure have. A lot of people probably do already do that. So, but just letting you know what I was doing. Okay, so I love this Eiffel Tower. Where's it going? I think it's going to go right here. Now, what the cool thing about napkins, even if you lay it on top of things, whatever's underneath comes up through it. So it really adds magic. You really start seeing some layers. That's what I really love using napkins as my last layer. Because whatever's below it peeks up through the napkin. I think that's cool. And then there's another little piece here that says Paris on it, which I think is cool. So we're just gonna throw that over here. Or maybe I'll put that right here. Yeah. Oh, I better read some comments. So let me read some comments here. Oh yeah, I would love Rhonda Lee. I would love to meet her. Her name is Daisy. She owns Tsunami Rose. I would love to meet her. Her paper is so beautiful. Oh my God. I still have tons of paper from when I bought it from her last time. I need to go visit her online store again because her papers are just gorgeous. And she seems very, very sweet. Thank you, Connie. Okay. Okay, so let me continue on. Okay, so there's that layer. What else do we want to do? Let me see about this napkin. Yeah, I think I'll take this out with the script and these flowers. I have to, these napkins, these are gorgeous napkins, aren't they? I got these at, I think, Tuesday morning. That is a wonderful place to get napkins, you guys. And they're a good price. And also, Dollar Trees can be a great place to get napkins, but not all Dollar Trees have beautiful, you know, a good assortment of beautiful napkins. But there's one Dollar Tree in California, in like Pismo Beach area, that I like to go to when we go there on like a little trip. And this one Dollar Tree, they have a really big party section. So like their napkin collection is awesome. But here in Vegas, none of the, at least the 5 different Dollar Trees I go to, none of them have an awesome party section where they have a lot of beautiful napkins. So, and it's great to be able to pick up beautiful napkins for $1. Because even at Tuesday Morning, they're not $1, you know. You know, you're going to pay $1.50, $2, something like that. I've paid 3 or 4. But if I pay 3 or 4, they better be really beautiful. I'll look at chat here in just a second. You guys know me. I'm cheap. I never say I want to pay full price for anything. That's what my family says. Angela's cheap. Shoot, I like to save money. Okay, let me just... Now this is another Eiffel Tower. I know I just did one there, but I'm going to do another one. And these napkins with this Eiffel Tower, I also got at Tuesday Morning. Did I? Or was that Dollar Tree? You know what? I'm lying. I don't even know where that was from. It was either Dollar Tree, that one awesome Dollar Tree in California, or it was Tuesday Morning. I can't remember. Tuesday Morning is also good for stencils. I have an awesome stencil collection. I always say that like I'm bragging, but I'm not. It's because I go to Tuesday Morning and they're like $1, $1.50, $2. Because, you know, stencils can be expensive. So definitely check out at Tuesday Morning. Check out their napkins and check out their stencils. Okay, next layer. I'm not going to do it. These I got at Tuesday Morning too. I don't think I'm going to put it on there, but look at this peacock. This could be a focal, this I should do as a focal point. It's gorgeous. I know, little Rhonda, those napkins are pretty. I love this peacock one. But I already got too much going on like normal, so I can't be putting this on there. But I wanted to show it to you. And I will do a page and make this the focal point because this is gorgeous. I also want to draw. I have a whole list of things I want to draw. I want to draw and put in my book. Peacocks. I want to do, what else do I want to do? Peacocks. I want to do flamingo. I have a whole list of things that I want to draw. So, like I said, too many things, too little time. Okay, do I want to put this anywhere? I think I'm getting close to being done adding. Just a second, let me make sure. Let me look at this napkin. Oh my God, I love it. This is another beautiful napkin. More peacocks. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. All right, I'm about to get crazy, I think. Because I'm trying to think where I'm going to put my girl. My girl's going to go here. And then her big thing of flowers is going to go here. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably end up covering up. Well, it's going to peekaboo through anyway. But I'm going to end up covering up this Eiffel Tower. And I am going to use this peacock. After I said I'm not going to do it. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it, darn it. I know you guys are like, girl, calm down. Calm down on your napkins. All right. You know what? I need to etch this out so it's not so even. I don't need a big square piece going on there. I think it looks better to always have like, to rip out your edges, because if you have like, you know, straight edges, you see them more. This way that it just melts into the page. So I'm gonna, there we go. Torn ends are better. That's what I'm trying to say. No matter what you're doing, when you're doing this type of work, torn edges are better because then it melts into the rest of the page. Okay, is there enough glue on this? Probably. Yeah. And there's gonna, I know this looks crazy, but there'll be a lot of things peekabooing through that napkin. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm so glad I did that. Because these peacocks will show up, because at least the heads up here will show up, because here will be her body, her head, and then the flowers, and then the peacocks will be over here, so it'll work. And then this is excess right here that can come off. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, let me see if there's anything else that I want to put on here. Well, there's always more I want to put on there, on here. Let's see if there's anything else I should put on here, is the word. Okay. Ooh, that'd be pretty. This is a gorgeous napkin. Now, these are some napkins right here that I actually got at Dollar Tree, that one in California. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I'm going to lay I'm going to put that down here a little bit. And like I said, I love layering napkins over work because whatever's underneath peekaboos through the napkin. So you get a lot of dimension with napkins. And or tissue paper, if you do like a Tim Holtz tissue paper, or you do your own tissue paper, or if you do pattern pieces. Okay, I think there was only one layer. Oh, that's a little tip. You can take tape and you put it on the corner, and okay, that's it. And you can get your layers off easy with tape. That was a game changer when I learned that. When I learned that you can take the layers off with tape, and then the trick like this with the water and the brush. I was like, yes. It wasn't my idea, either one of those. I learned it from somebody. That's why I love YouTube. You can learn so much from everybody. You can always, I mean, every time I watch somebody, I'm like, I get another new idea. Always. Even if that person's style isn't my style, I still learn something. I learn something that I can use, you know? Where do I want to put this butterfly? Okay, I know it's crazy because I'm covering stuff, but I'm going to put it up here. And this stuff right here that's below it, it's going to peekaboo through, so it's going to be cool. Okay, and then I love this beautiful flower, this magnolia, I guess they're saying it is. That's another thing you can learn to paint with Donna Dewberry, magnolias. Oh my God, and also hydrangeas. And hydrangeas, her technique for hydrangeas, you guys, I just watched one of her videos yesterday. Super easy. She makes two different types of roses. She has like a rose that's a little bit more difficult, but not really. You just have to, you know, it just takes a little bit more focus. Then she has a thing called a wild rose. That's a lot easier rose. And that's the rose that I have on my craft door, the door to my craft room, and the closet door in my craft room. Because it's really quick, easy rose. It's called a wild rose. So if you decide to do her flowers and you want to do a rose, I would start with her wild rose. I think the other one's called a cottage rose. I can't remember. But and I think I'm going to be doing the cottage roses, the ones that are a little bit more difficult, but they're not super. They just take more practice. I think those are the roses I'm going to use for the top of her head. But I've been having a blast. I've been watching in between everything else I do. I'm crazy. I've been watching Donna Dewberry videos to learn new flowers. Okay. What the heck? All right. And then we'll put this right there. Okay. That is the last layer. Can you believe that? Can you believe I'm not going to flop anything else on top of this? But that was it. Ooh, that looks pretty. I think that looks pretty anyway. So let me turn this around and let you guys see this. Because now we got a bunch of gook going on, but when this all dries, it's going to be gorgeous. I think it'll be pretty. Some people will be like, girl, you just made a mess. Well, I had fun. Okay. So I think that looks gorgeous, and it hasn't even dried. Okay, this has a lot of wet glue on there. It has a lot of glue on there, but this will dry. And then once this, so what we're doing the next, when I come on live again, is the next step will be, let me show you. I love everything. I love Jane Davenport art supplies. Like, I'm obsessed with them. And these are, they're like pan pastels. They're very soft and they go on like butter. They're just, oh, they're fabulous. I can't say enough about them. But anyway, and you can buy these at Michael's for, I think these are like $15. And then, of course, I always get them when they're 50% off or with a coupon. So you'll pay $7 or $8. Well worth the $7 or $8. You guys are fabulous. I have all of them. I'll show you. So there's those two, and then there's these two. And her beautiful artwork is on the front. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely love them. So these are what I'll be using. What I like to do is take some gesso over this whole thing. Or in fact, I don't even use gesso. I use a thing called Kilz. Kiltz. You get it at Home Depot. You buy it by a gallon. It's about $15 for the gallon. You'll have like a gesso. It's a wall primer. But a wall primer and gesso are like the same thing, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So you'll have gesso for like a couple of years and you won't have to buy it for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a wet brush, dip it in my gesso. And the reason I want the brush wet is because I don't want to put a lot of gesso. I want a really light coverage of gesso so that you can still, it'll take all this back a little bit, but I still want to see some of the, I still want to see some of it, a lot of it still. I just want to take it back a little bit. So I'll put a light layer of gesso over this with a wet brush. Then once that dries, which will dry quickly, I'll just blow dry that. Then that's when I'll come in with the different colors of the Jane Davenport pastels. And we'll take, I'll show you. These are awesome. Okay. Have you guys recognized these from makeup when you do your makeup? These were at a, they're by, it's SIMPLOSOPHY. You can get these on eBay and stuff like that. But anyway, I picked these up for $1 a piece at my local dollar store. It wasn't Dollar Tree. It was just a local dollar store. So just keep your eye out for them. But if you really want them, you can go on eBay and get them for a pretty good price still. Anyway, I bought like 10 of them. Okay, here's the story. I bought 10 of them. I came home. Oh, no. I left them just sitting on my floor here in my art studio. I started using these like a week later. I was like, those are fabulous. I want more of them. Because these would be good for my Tim Holtz inks. They'll be good for my pastels. So I went to go back to buy more. You know, those were all gone. So then she goes, I'm going to order more. So I keep going back, and she doesn't have any more. So I better be happy with the 10 I bought. So anyway, because you know the Tim Holtz ones, that, you know, that these kind of brush things that he uses for his inks. They're not $1. So this was a good deal. So that's a long explanation for what I'm talking about. So after I lightly gesso this, then I'm going to take different colors like this purple and go over in certain areas. Take this pink, use all the colors that I have going on in here and dipping into my palette with these, okay? And I have a bunch of them. See? I have a whole bunch of them. And I have them labeled, like this is green. Some I don't have labeled because I haven't used them yet. This is purple. I have these ones aren't labeled, but you get my drift. So that's what we'll do in the next one. And what else? Eeks. And then I'm trying to think what else I'm doing. Oh, and when I gesso, I'll gesso heavy, like right down and through here where I'm going to draw my girl. So where I'm going to draw my girl and put the flowers, I'll gesso really heavy. Everywhere else, I'll do a light gesso. And everywhere else, I'll put these in there. And then, I guess, because I'll have time, I'm sure, I'll go ahead and, this will be the first time I've ever drawn my girls on video. It makes me nervous because, like, sometimes I can just draw and it just comes out perfect in the first, like, 10 minutes. Even sometimes 5 minutes, I can just draw the girl out. And then sometimes, like, I don't know, like, I go nuts and I'm trying too hard or something. It'll take me 20 minutes to draw the damn girl. But you know what? I'm going to do it with you guys. So when I get to that part, you just got to bear with me. It may be 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, it may be 20. I don't know. I don't understand with drawing. Sometimes things just work really easily, and sometimes, it doesn't. So, and the girl on the next one. So, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. We got to let this dry because it's a gooky mess. But I think it's going to be a beautiful gooky mess when it's all dry. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm pretty sure my kitchen, some of it is dry, so I can start my next steps in there and start trying to get that finished up. So, all right, you guys, that's it for this one. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. You guys are all so sweet, and you say the sweetest things, and you really encourage me to keep going, for sure. All right, you guys, have a good, is this Sunday or is this Saturday? Oh, this is only Saturday, huh? Okay, you guys, let me just say something really quick. I'll try to be back tomorrow around this same time, around 4 o'clock. Does that sound good to everyone? Hopefully people can make it tomorrow around 4. Usually Sunday afternoons, people aren't as busy, you know? So, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow around 4 o'clock. Bye. Mm-hmm.